Tune into the Dan Patrick Show, weekdays from 9 to noon on the 101 Network, only on DirecTV.
Bring in Chi McBride. He saw him in Boston Public, Pushing Daisies, the new Fox series Human Target. He joins us now on the Dan Patrick Show. Chi, how are you?
I am very well, my friend. How are you?
You're sounding like Sulu, aren't you, on Star Trek there?
Yeah, a little George Takei in the morning.
Yeah. Congrats on the new show, Human Target.
Thank you, my man. I appreciate it. Things are good, man. I'm really happy. I'm up in Vancouver shooting it right now, and we feel pretty good. We got some good numbers, so we're happy.
I'm going to be up there next month for the Olympics. Will you be in Vancouver during the Winter Olympics?
I am so here during the Olympics. Holla at your boy. I got a great spot for us to get some grub.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I've been going the last couple of days. Don Francesco, they got, man, the best venison you ever. If you like venison, it's the bomb.
I actually like to kill my own venison. I mean, that's the way I do it.
Now you go rifle, bow and arrow style, slingshot, what?
Hands.
Oh, you just go ahead and walk up to a buck and just wring its neck, huh?
What Winter Olympic could I pencil you in for?
Probably the luge.
Yeah. Could you get in?
I just greased myself up with a little Crisco, and we good to go, baby.
Well, you know what? You are an actor in Hollywood, so you're used to doing that probably with the parties.
Well, of course. How do you think I get my roles, my friend?
Speaking of parties, you tell the story when we're at Dan Tana's in Los Angeles, and you got invited to Prince's crib, and it was an all-night rave. Everybody from Pushing Daisies got to go there. So set the scene how do you find out that Prince wants you to go to his house to party?
Dude, so I'm at the Entertainment Tonight party, right?
Yeah.
And Kristen Chenoweth, little Kristen.
I like her.
Everybody loves her. And Prince loves her. Like, he's really, like, for real, loves her. He, like, calls her all the time, you know?
Uh-huh.
And she's like, oh, he calls me all the time. So she sends me a text and says, Prince just called and said, listen, why don't you invite a couple of your friends? Come over to my house. We'll have a party. Because, you know, he got that low talking. You can't look in his eyes because it's like a tractor beam. And he's pretty as a girl. You know what I mean? And his hair is whipped. I told my wife, I was like, yo, you need to see who does his hair and get with him. The dude, man, we went to his crib, man, and first when they invite you in, they like, welcome to Prince's house. You can go in any room in the house. There's just no smoking and no photography. I was like, yo, I will break my phone in half right now if that means I can get in. Okay?
What's it smell like?
It smell like mangoes up in there. Dude, the whole place smell like mangoes, and he got candles everywhere. Everywhere. I mean, it's like literally people reading by candlelight and writing with feather pens with quills on them and stuff.
How much purple's in there?
The place is soaked in it. It's soaked in. Dude, his house is so big, he has men's and women's bathrooms. Okay? We're sitting there, I mean, first of all, just getting over the fact that we're in there, and I'm saying, like, you know what, we need to get the hell out of here, man, before somebody see us and call the police. And he comes down. So he comes down, man, and he got on, like, these 5-inch heels, because, you know, he, like, knee-high to a duck, you know?
Wait, who's taller, Muggsy Bogues or Prince?
Muggsy. Muggsy can post Prince up. Prince is like Kazoo. Remember the great Kazoo on the Flintstones? That's Prince.
So he comes down. He's got the heels on. Does he have a kimono on or something?
Dude, he just got this whipped pompadour hairstyle. He's got on just all purple. I mean, he's like purpled out from head to toe, and these silk like flowing robes. And you know, he's the coolest dude, man. Because you think that when you go in the Prince's house, you see people in there, you know, biting off the heads of trinkets and drinking their blood. But it ain't nothing like that.
What kind of food did you have in there?
Dude, we had these little dainty little hors d'oeuvres with all kinds of exotic fish eggs and all. Oh man, it was unbelievable. It was like alien food. It's like, hey, I ain't never seen nothing like this before. Little bitty miniature eggplant.
Did you talk to him?
Yeah, I talked to him. He was cool. He told me I was funny. He told me, but you know, with Prince, you know, Prince is like you. He one of them dudes that laugh on the inside. So you say something funny, and he's like, Yeah, Shy, that's really funny.
Talking to Chi McBride. The show is Human Target on Fox. Joining us. Is it going to be on Monday nights or Sunday nights?
It's going to be on Wednesday night.
Oh, Wednesdays.
Brand new episode tonight after American Idol. I mean, they just wanted to get it out there and get a lot of eyes on it, so they just showed it a few times, the pilot. And tonight the show is on after American Idol at 9 p.m. Then we settle into our regular time starting next Wednesday at 8 p.m.
Oh,
so
nice.
It's going to be hot.
Now, you've been in Hollywood a long time.
Long time.
Okay, when somebody goes in for sex addiction, what are you going in for, and how do they treat? Have you ever had a friend who went in for being a sex addict?
What the irony about that is if you're a sex addict, people like to say you're horny, and the only cure for horniness is sex. So I don't understand the whole sex addiction rehabilitation thing. And, I talked to my man Walken about that situation with Tiger.
Oh, yeah. What did Christopher Walken say?
Hold on. Chris, come here. Hi, how are you? I'm Chris.
Hey, Chris.
I'm Chris.
Hey, Chris.
I'm Chris.
Your thoughts on Tiger?
Many people talk about Tiger, but he's not to blame. Golf is a vulgar game. It's vulgar. When you think about a game that depends on one's staff, the stiffness of one's shaft, and every time he hits the ball, somebody's out there screaming, get in the hole, well, it's bound to take effect. Even his name, Wood. Tiger Woods. What do you expect?
Oh, well, thank you, Chris. I have not heard that explanation, but now I get it. I understand it. Could you put Shy back on, Chris?
Hold on a second, Chris. I got to get a vodka gimlet. Goodbye. Yeah, that's Chris, man.
Man, he's
fixing
deep.
Vodka gimlets at like 8:40 in the morning.
He's deep. He's very
deep, man. I mean, when he explained his perspective to me, it was, and he says that Bugs Bunny is a good friend of his, and he shared Bugs Bunny's philosophies. And yeah, I talked to Bugs, and he said about Tiger, what a maroon.
Here's the poll question for you: the matchup you don't want to see in the Super Bowl.
Who I don't want to see in the Super Bowl? I don't want to see Indianapolis, New Orleans.
Why?
Because I want to see the Jets, man, and I want to see Brett M.F. Favre. Okay? Dude, how can you not love Favre? With all of that, Favre is like the girl you used to date in high school, and she was all fat. And then you see her like 10 years later, and now she looked great, and then you try to make up for how bad you treated her. You try to reinvent history and be like, hey, baby, I was just going through a whole lot of stuff back then, man. Give me a chance.
If this gets back to Prince with what you said, do you think you're invited back to Prince's house?
You know what Prince told me? He said, Shy, anytime you want to come on tour with us, you're welcome. So, I mean... I don't even know that he listened to the radio. So how would he get back to him?
Somebody, one of his handlers is listening to this. This is a popular, well listened to national broadcast.
Oh yes, this is true.
Okay, next time I'm in Los Angeles, I think we do a drive-by at Prince's crib.
Dude, I know where he lives.
Yeah.
I mean, you could try a drive-by, and then you got to worry about, like, the Israeli Mossad just throwing you against the curb. If you're in the mood to get your arm twisted by the Israeli Mossad, fine, let's go by his house.
Hey, good luck with the series, and I will see you in Vancouver next month.
Yes, you will, my friend. We will eat and drink and do the damn thing, man.